Samyukta,
Yes.
all ready? Arora madam, we'll start.
Yeah, Rahul, yeah.
Yeah, Samyukta, please start, beta. Yeah.
Okay. A very good morning to one and all. Once again, I welcome you all to the second day of the Skill Development Workshop ENNOVENT, hashtag Upskill to Upscale. On this second day of a workshop, we will be focusing on corporate professionalism and time management. Professional workplace behavior necessary for a long-term success of the organization, whether it is a big corporation or a small business. Employee interactions and relationship with the customer are of vital importance to ensure that company goals and objectives are met. A professional workplace attitude and appearance allow employees to take pride in their work and improve their performance. Managers who behave professionally set an appropriate example by encouraging their employees to conduct themselves in a manner that company-wide success. Good time management allows you to accomplish more in a shorter period of time, which leads to more free time, which lets you take advantage of learning opportunities, lower your stress, and helps you focus, which leads to more career success. Each benefit of time management improves another aspect of life. Now, I kindly request our principal, Dr. Neelam Arora, ma'am, to give her opening remarks.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, all my dear students. And good morning to the resource person, Miss Surbi. It is indeed a very apt topic. Again, ENNOVENT at its peak with Rahul and his entire team, collaboration with AIESEC on a very pertinent topic. Yesterday was resume building. And of course, today is time management, corporate professionalism and time management. It is rightly said that there should be a time for everything and everything in time, because everybody has just 24 hours and we have to manage all our day-to-day activities, our profession, our personal life, all in that 24 hours. And often people complain that, oh, we don't have the time. But everybody has 24 hours, and how to use your time in a most organized manner. I'm sure that today's skill development workshop, Ms. Surbi is going to talk to us about professionalism and time management, especially in the corporate world. We have meetings to attend, we have deadlines, we have all kinds of programs allotted at a fixed time. And no matter where we are, we have to finish our programs on deadlines and reach our meetings on time. So I wish you all the best. I'm looking forward to listening to the time management skill ma'am is going to impart. I'm sure the students are going to learn a lot. So all the best and thank you.
Thank you, Neela, ma'am. Thank you so much for your inspiration. Now, I kindly request Professor Nimish Punjani, sir, to introduce our resource person for today, Ms. Shikha Raju, ma'am.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, good morning again. So, today we have in front of us a very eminent speaker, Miss Shikha Raju. She is a human resource professional. She has completed her bachelor's degree from Delhi University. After that, she completed a post graduation in HR management from IMS. She is currently in charge of leadership hiring, lead generation, client management, and recruitment. So we have a very prominent person with us. She will share her ideas about the time management today. So we all look forward to Miss Shikha Raju. So thank you. Back to Samyukta.
Hello, sorry, kindly excuse me. I took the wrong name. I said Surbi. I'm sorry. It is Shikha. Shikha, sorry, I mistook your name. Sorry. Okay.
Good morning, Ms. Neelam. Thank you so much. I was just about to correct that one.
I just realized I was making a mistake. Thank you.
That's all right. Great.
Over to you, Shikha madam. You can start on. I think Samyukta, yes.
I hope I'm audible and visible to everyone right now.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Great. How's everyone's morning going on? How's Mumbai doing? I think this is video is available to pan India. if I'm not wrong. So would just wanted to understand how things are going. You can just write hi or hello, anything to me. Maybe I would be able to view it. Some people are writing hi. Some people have written good morning. So I believe, oh, going good. That's great. Great, great. So a lot of salutation I'm getting. That's great. Good guys. Thank you so much for this motivation. I have 6 years of experience in human resource management. I come from a background where I interact with a lot of people. When I say a lot of people, I interact with leadership teams. So my role is to meet the CEO of the company, meet the HR head of the company, or the business heads. So there's a lot of interaction happens with me. That's my role. I started my career with recruitment itself, and then I've evolved towards leadership hiring. So I have learned a lot. Okay, when I joined the corporate world, believe me or not, there was no one to handhold me. There was no one to tell me how to enter an office, how to talk to people, how to dress up yourself, how to create an image about yourself. So I think this is a very good platform to explain you what I have for you. Let me start with this way. I recently met a candidate, let me put it this way. Recently met a candidate who was passed out from IIT uh, Kharagpur and has worked with a top four MNC, which is BCG, Boston Consulting Group. I'm sure everyone would be aware about it. So when I, view his resume, when I viewed his resume, I was very excited to meet this guy. Why? Because he came from a very big company, has worked with MNCs, he has passed from IIT. So I thought this would be a very interesting guy. Maybe he can add value to my organization. Maybe he can provide me a lot of insights what he has plans for our company. And believe me or not, I met this guy within 5 minutes. I left the meeting. Yes, I left the meeting within 5 minutes. That's the impression he has created within the meeting. So my first topic would be, let me just share my screen with you people. Would be first impression. I want everyone to read this liner within yourself. You will never get a second chance to make a first impression. So first impression is always the lasting impression and is the last impression. So you need to, just read this line again and again, and you will understand there is a in-depth meaning in this. Well, now what happened with me at that meeting would be there in my mind till the time I've been working in this industry. So what happens when I would meet other people, I will not have a good image with that person, or I will not provide a better perspective that, okay, I met this BCG guy or the IIT guy, but I didn't found him good. So from the word of the mouth, that person would lose the opportunity to work with other big MNCs. That's what first impression creates. So that's what we would be talking about, business etiquette. It's a part of business etiquettes. It's a part of corporate professionalism. So what do you mean by etiquettes? Are is basically manners. Manners has been taught to us in the in schooling, in our own house, within our the culture which we create within our house, with our parents teach us how to talk, when to talk. These manners take us to the corporate level as well. So if I take a section out of it, it is called as business etiquette. All right, which I have recently I have defined it as well, that there are certain manners and courtesies which you need to follow, whether you would be working, even you have started your own venture. So what I am sure a lot of people would be having an aim to create their own, to start their own venture, to start their own startup. I'm sure there must be budding entrepreneurs sitting and viewing my videos. Even if you are working or you would be working in the near future, this small etiquette would take you long way. I have learned in a hard way. but I wanted you to have a better picture about it. Maybe it would help you in a long run. I don't know how much, but it should. That's my motive. I think we should go to the next slide. So, what are the factors which affect first impression? When I meet someone, I see whether that person is having an eye contact with me, whether he's sharing a smile with me, whether his appearance is pleasant towards me or not. It doesn't matter you clear the interview or not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter you know the subjects or not. What matters is how you're representing yourself, how you even are sitting in front of the interviewer or in front of your boss as well. There has been a times when I was in a meeting and my boss mood was not good. He was not in a good place of mind, and unfortunately, I had a meeting at that time itself when the mood of the boss was not good. But eventually, when I met him, I made sure that he's comfortable with me. I'm having eye contacts with him, and I'm sharing a small smile with him that made his anger or his aggression go away. So, little small changes you can do to make a good impression. All right. Maintain the eye contact. Of course, you should handshake. Right now, I won't say that because of COVID time, you should avoid doing that. But if situation gets improved, handshake is something which shows how much you're confident about yourself. It represents that. So this was my first topic I wanted to discuss. Next, so what happens once you have cleared the interview? The next thing would be the dream, coming true that you would be joining a company. That's the first thing what would happen. Whenever you enter a company, you are expected to follow certain etiquettes. So I have divided my business etiquettes into email etiquettes, your meeting etiquettes, your cubicle etiquettes, and then into dress etiquettes as well. Let me take it to you through that. My email etiquettes. So if you could see, I want you to understand one thing. Even if you join somewhere, or even if you don't join somewhere, create your email ID which looks very professional. When I say professional, I have seen a lot of emails where email user ID where they have represented themselves. I am Mr. Funnybeans at gmail.com. I am Mr. Khan at yahoo.com. I mean, it is funny, but that doesn't look nice at a professional level, because when you're sharing your email address or email ID, it shows how much confident you are, how much serious you are about your profession, how you would like to take forward your career graph. So, whenever you are creating a user ID or email address, it has to be professional. Uh, it could be your first name plus last name and then at gmail.com. Create something which is not that eye catchy. I mean, I don't think user ID should be eye catchy. Okay. Second line for the email etiquettes, what I would like to excuse me. Just give me a second. I'm so sorry for this. I sorry. I hope that is okay with you. So regarding your email, you should always. I'm sorry. Regarding your email, okay. So when you prepare your email context or the body, you should always first prepare the body of the email. Okay. You should never leave your subject line blank. Why I'm specifying that you should prepare the body of the email or the content of the email, it is because what happened with me in the past that I wrote the email, I
Jyoti, are there some connectivity issues?
Yeah, sir. I think from ma'am's side it is connectivity issue.
Okay, okay. Or else we can request ma'am to stop her video. That would be okay. No problem.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah,
I
sir.
sent
That
this email to senior
yeah.
leader
Now
who was
she's
shared.
back.
Um, the, am I
Yes, ma'am. In between, it was a little, there were some technical glitches. Now you're audible enough. Yeah. Can you come again, please? Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Could you please share your screen, ma'am? Ma'am, you're on mute. Yes.
am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Just give me a second. Is it visible now to everyone?
Yes, now it's visible. Now it's visible.
Okay. So I need to start it again for email etiquette. I don't know how much people were able to.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Please, that would be better. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I would be starting again on my email etiquettes. See why I want to talk about this, because once you join a professional company, people are expected or leaders expect you to write a professional email. So I won't say that everyone learns from school and college to write an email. It takes time to write an email, to write even a professional email. So allow yourself some time to understand on how to write an email. Don't go haywire about it. Don't get frustrated about it. Oh, I cannot write an email. People would be joking about me. People would talk about me. Don't mind about it. Whenever you are writing an email, your mind should be absolutely free. Always create a draft first, and then what you would like to explain to others. You should write in such a way that the other person should be able to understand in one go. You don't have to write the story on the email. Your few liners should provide a proper picture. I wanted to explain one more thing. I've mentioned it earlier as well. Whenever you're creating your own email address, your own email ID, it has to be professional. Okay. I have seen people using an email address of say I'm Mr. Funnybones at the rate gmail.com. My name is Khan at the rate Gmail or Yahoo.com. Please do not use such kind of funny email address. It doesn't provide a better picture. Why? Because we are expecting a person to be very serious about his profession. When I say serious, I mean um, why I would send a job description to a person who's not even focused, who's not even
Ma'am, you have muted yourself. Kindly unmute yourself. Hello, ma'am, you have muted yourself.
is it better now?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. I don't know from where have I left something. I think everyone would be able to hear me. If there is any question, just drop me down a message. I would be able to read that. Is there any messages? Okay, I think we should go forward now.
Yeah, ma'am, we can continue with the PPT. Later on, we would be having a Q&A session. That is towards the end. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, when you're writing your email, do not use any kind of acronyms. You should not use please. You should not use ASAP. You should not use RSVP, and many more. You should not use any acronyms on email. Email is made for professional writing. It is very much different from your WhatsApp language or your Facebook Messenger. When you are sharing an email, it goes to the leadership team as well. It goes to your seniors. It goes to your managers. They read what you're writing. Okay. Whenever you have sent a mail or you have received a mail, make sure that you revert on that. You should be very quick on your emails. If a manager has given you a task, one thing what you should write whenever you receive it, you should write noted and thanks. That's the way you should revert it. There should be, because even if you are not reverting or you're not replying to that message, it would showcase to the manager that you're not responding, you're not active on your mails, or you're not uh, focusing on your work. Email is the first thing when you reach the office, you go through it. Whenever you reach your office, open your mailers, check your email, right? Whatever is a priority for you, whatever email is you need to uh, send to the manager, just make a list of it and then you start doing your work. Um, Also, you should not use capitals in your body of the mail. It seems that you're quite aggressive at that moment or you're shouting at that person. It doesn't look nice. So these are the few pointers I wanted to explain you. Um, Next thing, I wanted to go to the next slide for you. That is meeting etiquettes. Meeting etiquettes is very important. I know now at times people are not meeting in person, and most of the meetings are happening on Zoom. But even when things get better, what you should do is something which you should learn by the time you start meeting people. Always introduce yourself first. So when I even started this meeting, I introduced myself, that how much years of experience I have, from which college I have graduated, or what is my KRAs, what is my forte. I have explained that. So I haven't told you whole story about it, but I have explained myself in a three liners, which has given you a picture that what what is expected from me and what kind of personality I am. So it gives a picture to the other person. The second line would be on time. So when I say be on time, it doesn't mean that if your meeting is starting at 10 a.m., you are reaching at the venue at 10 a.m. I would expect a person to reach before 10 a.m. Why? There is a reason for that. When you reach before 10 a.m., you want to settle down. Okay, I mean, of course, you're coming from a traffic, you would be rushing, you would have taken a staircase, you would be breathless, you would require water, you would need to go to the washroom, you need to set up your clothes. So when you reach before time, I mean before even 10 a.m. or before the prescribed a specific time, it gives time for you to settle down. So when I say be on time, it is for you to settle, to have that time and to settle yourself in a place so that you are comfortable and you have a free mindset to talk about a meeting. My third pointer would be bring a notepad and a pen. Why I want to specify on this? When I started my career, I mean, it was only 1 month when I completed my work exposure, and my boss asked me to come for a meeting, and I didn't have the common sense or sense of mind that he's calling me for a meeting, maybe there should be something I need to jot it down. And I went for the meeting, and I went for the meeting and was in the cabin, and he asked me that where is your notepad. And that was a very embarrassing situation for me. I don't know about others, but it was a very embarrassing situation for me, that a boss is asking me that I should have my notepad. It should come from within yourself, that you should create, that you should have a habit of taking the notepad and a pen with yourself when you are going for a meeting. It should come impromptu in you. My third pointer would be to speak about never interrupt. What happens that whenever we are having a meeting, everyone is coming from own set of mindset. They have their own principles, own values, which they have described in their mind, and that's what they have been talking about. So when you interrupt someone, you break that chain, and when you break that chain, they don't speak to you with the same info, which we don't want. So whenever there's a meeting happening, there's an interaction happening, never interrupt anyone. And if you want to interrupt anyone, just say that I'm sorry to interrupt you here. I wanted to ask this question. May I ask you this question? This small courtesy question asking, may I, can I ask you this question, would give the host or the interviewer or the meeting, um, uh, the person who is speaking to you, will give you a sight of relief that okay, there's something the other person is also interested about and he wants to have a clarity about it. There's nothing wrong in interrupting anyone, but there has to be a way of interrupting. My next point would be Leave the meeting room only when the meeting is adjourned. Now, you would have been in the college whenever the classes gets over. There is a bell which rings and everyone starts getting up and leave the classroom. What I used to do that, when I was in a school, when I was in school or in my college, that घंटी बजी और मैं निकल गई classroom से बाहर. But that doesn't give a good picture here right now in the professional world. You only leave the meeting room when your boss or the managers have already left the meeting room, or when they have mentioned in the last that the meeting is adjourned, or you can leave from the room. It is on their part; they will ask you to leave from the room. You will stay in the room till the time they have asked you to stay, till the time the managers are still in the office or still in the cabin. It looks very rude when you leave from the room itself without even asking permission from the managers, because managers or the senior leaders, they have allocated a time to invest on you. They create their own calendar that this much time they would spend on you to make understand how things are going, or any other topic they want to discuss. So you need to respect the time of other person as well. Okay. Last pointer or second last, I would say, do not use your mobile phone and play with your pen and hands. Don't do fidgeting, like this. Don't do fidgeting. Don't use your pen. Don't play with your pen. Don't uh, look up at the sky or the screen just because you are getting bored in a meeting. And when I am even talking to you, I'm talking on a screen where I don't even know whether people are listening to me or not. It's create a very difficult situation for us. Okay, it's a very difficult situation for us to even, then we feel that whether we should invest our time or not, because we have taken this time and effort and energy to invest on you people. So same applies with the managers as well, that you should be, having the eye contact with the managers, be interested towards themselves, ask questions and query when you have something. Okay. Uh, Next, I would like to take it to the next slide. Telephone etiquettes. Many of you would be, maybe, I don't know, maybe joining a sales team or an inside sales team or a call center operation team, where you would be required to be on the phone all the time. So I have been working in industry wherein I have a call center team operation wherein my whole I have a 250 team members who are already on the phone, who are speaking to professionals on a day-to-day basis. So whenever even if you get the chance to be on the phone, or you are into sales team, whatever, there are few etiquettes you need to follow. The etiquettes are, if you are um, dealing with a client or internal stakeholders, of course they cannot be able to see you, but they can judge you the way you talk. When I say the way you talk, you should understand the tone you're talking, the gestures you're using on the phone, how much um, how much clearly you are talking, uh, how slowly you are talking, how fast you're talking. They would judge you on that basis, and on that simple basis, it would only take 5 minutes or 3 seconds for the other party to cut the phone and disconnect it. It would just take 3 seconds. I tell you, um, in the sales professional as well, we would only give 3 seconds for anyone to interest or to engage the other party. So your tone, your clarity in speaking, your speed in talking, everything matters. Okay. Once you master that, you should be careful on what you're talking. I mean, whenever you are calling to someone, if it is on the first time basis, explain yourself first. That, look, I'm calling from this company. This is my name. There, this is what I've been doing in the past. Whether it is a good time to talk to you or not, give that importance to the other person first. Okay. When you give that importance to the other person, that okay, that other person would feel, okay, this person is investing the time in me, and he wants to take that whether I'm free or not, whether I'm available or not, and that person would be, you know Even if he doesn't have that time, he will give that time to you because he got interested with your communication or the way you have engaged with him. So always introduce yourself. Ask them whether you are available or whether that other person is available for a call or not, whether it's a good time or not. If it is not a good time, when should I call you back? It's a small statement, three-liner statement which you can use anywhere, even if you're going for even you're going for an interview or anything, or someone has called you back. Maybe and a relative also calls you back. You can use a similar line. I mean, this small etiquette goes a long way. I still use it. I have calls with my international clients as well. I deal with US people as well. I mean, they really appreciate this. Okay. Next thing I wanted to talk about was don't use flashy ringtones and caller tunes. This is very, very important, guys. Why I want to talk about this because everyone, you are people are would be just graduating very soon. Uh, so I'm sure you must be having your iPhones or any other mobile brands, and you would be in a. It's not your fault. I mean, that's an age where you try to flaunt your, phones and give the ringtones and the caller tunes. But when you enter into professional world, please make sure that you're not using any kind of very loud ringtones or caller tunes. So when I talk about ringtones, in the professional world, I'm so sorry, we are not even supposed to use a phone. We keep it in a silent mode, we keep it in a vibrator mode. We always do that. Okay. And by chance, it's a human nature. We tend to forget our phone to keep on silent mode. I'm so sorry, I think there is Mr. Shetty, is there any problem?
Jyoti, is there any issue with the screen share?
Yes, yeah, ma'am. Can you please share it again?
Ma'am, could you please share it again? Sorry for the interruption. I think the annotations are being enabled or no, that is creating an issue for possible.
Is it audible now?
Yes, 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 it is
And
audible.
and visible as well, right?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So I have covered most of the topics in telephone etiquette. I want to shift to the next slide. I hope that is okay, right?
Sure, madam, sure.
Next is I wanted to talk about cubicle etiquettes. What is cubicle etiquettes? What is workstation etiquettes? So, okay, let me just do a role play for you. I'm taking my phone and I'm taking a picture of myself, okay? And I'm just imagining myself, just imagine that I'm sitting in my workstation and this is what I'm doing. Oh, I do look nice. Let me click a picture of it. Let's not do that. I mean, that doesn't look nice at all. You won't be. Uh, I should not say this. The moment you enter the working professional life, you would be judged on every single basis. The way you talk, the way you walk, the way you even eat, or the way you even sip your coffee. So that's why I wanted to talk about cubicle etiquettes. I have seen a lot of people, they come to their workstation and then they start taking selfies and they post it somewhere. Uh, Mind you, there have been rules that you're not even supposed to take selfies or photographs of the office premises because it is considered as very confidential. There has been a lot of cases that the photos has been misused by a lot of people, and there has been law that you're not supposed to take uh, photos on the office premises. Try to avoid that. I know no matter how much swanky office you will get, no matter how good your workstation would look or how attractive it is, please try to refrain yourself from doing that. Another thing I wanted to talk about is always take permission before entering someone's cabin or cubicle. This is this is very much important. If you see, I don't know, you got a chance to ever visit a premises, or even if you can see, if your computer labs, if you have seen, there is cubicle available everywhere, and that's the same kind of culture in the office as well. Now things have been changing. What I'm trying to convey is that if you are trying to have a conversation with your colleague, or with your even senior managers, and the right way of reaching out to that person is that, just speak to that guy, person, that, okay, I wanted to speak to you, can we have a conversation in the cabin, in the cafeteria, or in the meeting room? Every office has its own meeting room. Office workstation is only for your productivity or the kind of work you're doing. It is not for having conversation. One or two conversation is okay, but when you're having a conversation on a long-term basis, or on a long stretch, it affects the productivity of the other person, because the structure is made in such a way that if you're talking to one person, this other person sitting adjacent to you will definitely get disturbed, and his productivity would get affected, which is not what we are looking at. So whenever you are, entering into an office or entering into a cabin, maybe if you are entering into a cabin as well, lock the door and then come inside. I even have a meetings with my CEO as well. Whenever I'm meeting my CEO as well, I always knock the door and then ask him, awesome, I have a meeting. I wanted to speak to you regarding something. Is it a good time? That's how I entered the cabin. I mean, when you do that as well, that shows that you are respecting his time and effort as well. When I do this, my CEO takes 2 minutes to understand, okay, she might be having something important. That's why she has came to me. So these are kind of small things you need to, write it down, just make a pointers about it. Then second point is very important. Resist yourself in touching and picking stuff from someone's workstation. Now, I was sitting in my cubicle, and I had a very beautiful mugs. It was gifted to me. It was something very personal to me, and I don't use it on a daily basis. But
Has ma'am lost her network again? Jyoti? Hello?
that's how I deal with things. Maybe one of my colleague came to my table.
Is there a network issue, Jyoti, from ma'am's side, I think? Amay, are you there?
Yes, sir. It seems like it.
Yes, sir. There is a network issue from ma'am side.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, ma'am is again.
Yeah, ma'am is back. Ma'am is back. Ma'am, could you kindly screen share, please? Yeah.
Is there any technical problem happening? Because
No, ma'am, I think it is from your side, because we are losing you in between. That is the case.
yeah, then I believe there must be some network problem. I hope
No
now the
worries.
screen is available and visible to
Yes.
everyone.
Yes. You were on the mug example. I can connect it. Yeah.
Great, Mr. Shige, thank you so much. So someone came to me, and she's just started using my mug without even taking permission, without even asking whether that mug is for personal use or not. I didn't take it in a good way, because that is something my personal stuff. I am not coming to your cubicle touching your stuff. So I expect the same scenario from you, right? So what I'm trying to convey that, please understand that some things that would be very attractive. You would feel like touching it, or you would feel like, can I have it? Can I use it? I mean, you should not. You should have your own stuff. Keep your own stuff on your table. If you want to use it, take a permission from the other person that you would like to use it, you would like to see it, what is it about, talk about it, and then take it. A lot of people don't take it in a good way if you're taking stuff from their table. I tell you, I did this mistake long time back when I started the working. It was my boss cabin, and my boss was sitting there. I don't know what on my mind went that there was a very attractive pen set. It was in golden color. It was very attractive, and I could not refrain myself from touching it. I took it and I started writing from that pen. Though my boss was very kind enough, he didn't said anything to me. But then eventually I realized if same thing happens with me, maybe I'm not able to take that. So this is a small experience I had. I want everyone to have this idea that you should not take anything from other person or you should not take anything from other person without
Uh, I think there is some major glitch possibly.
one of my sales executives, they he put the speaker on the phone. So what happened, because of that everyone got disturbed because a lot of people were on calls. Secondly, uh, when he was putting the other person on speaker, he was very loud. The productivity got affected. It raised lot of concern in our office that we should not put anyone on speaker because whatever you're talking on a phone, it has to be very private. That's why um, the other person would respect you that you're keeping the matters in confidentiality. Plus, the office attire or the office premises is an open layout, right? So whenever you are putting anyone on speaker, the third person or the people sitting adjacent to you, he would definitely get disturbed because he would also hear that what kind of conversation you are having, and that can also lead to gossip mongers as well. So try to avoid using speaker, and if you want to use your phone on the work premises, there is always meeting rooms available, and there are cafeterias available. You can go there and talk there rather than using your speakerphone in the office premises. Uh, fourth liner is very important for me. Choose your food wisely. I wanted to bring this topic. I tell you what happened with me. While I was working, we organized. I had a small meeting with my HR department itself, and due to the meeting room constraint, I mean the meeting rooms were all occupied, and I didn't have any option to take the meeting anywhere else. So we made the meeting in the our cubicle area. We created a small group, and we were talking in a very soft manner. We were talking in such a way that it was not disturbing the other party. We made sure, because we of course we understood that because of our conversation the productivity can be affected. But suddenly, what happened that there was a foul smell coming in the office, and our meeting was disturbed. And then when we checked, we saw few of the people having lunch on the workstation. I mean, that was a really turn off for us. Immediately, this query, this problem was raised, and we were requested everyone not to have their lunches or their breakfast lunch on the workstation, because workstation does not provide you that um, uh, freedom or anything. You should not have your lunch or breakfast on the workstation. I understand that people come from, they travel a lot, they will be traveling 2 hours a day, and they don't get time to have their breakfast or even lunch. The meetings get very long due, and they don't have time to have their lunch or anything. But there is a proper section given to you. There is a canteen area in every office. There's a cafeteria in every office. There is no office which doesn't have a cafeteria, which doesn't have your um, canteen area. Even in your college, you have section divided where you can eat and sit and talk. So you should understand these kind of etiquettes. You should take these pointers in your mind and then take yourself ahead. Um, Next, I wanted to talk about last point I missed, though I have mentioned it earlier as well. Should never enter someone's workspace if the owner is not there. Means minded, or if you are present in someone's cabin and that person is not there, it can create an havoc for you. Why? Because it can concern the security purpose. Um, B, if the owner is not here, he might feel that someone is taking advantages of his cabin. Thirdly, what happens that if you enter someone's cabin without even taking permission for it, you would be restrained from coming from the office premises as well. There has been a lot of rules and regulation which top MNCs still use. IBM is someone I would pinpoint that they don't allow anyone to enter the premises or the certain cabins which has been prescribed or dedicated to certain people only. So you need to adhere to those rules and regulations. Try to have an understanding of what kind of culture you would be having in the office. Okay. There is no hard and fast rule, but try to observe what is happening in the office or in the office culture. Looking at my screen, maybe you will try to guess what I have for you. This screen explain you about very important
I think we have again lost connectivity.
whether we should dress in a professional way, whether it will way, how much it does affect. I believe I'm into the HR department. Whenever a candidate or a person meets me, I do look at his personal attire, what attire he's wearing. I don't have any problem if someone is not wearing shirt and a trouser or a skirt or a shirt or a proper three-piece suit. I don't have any problem in that. But if you're coming to my office or with wearing heavy chains on your neck, having 3 to 4 earrings on your on your ears, 4 to 5 rings, heavy watches, and loud printed shirts or loud color which gives so to my eyes, yes, I would have problem with you. I will right away ask you to leave from my office because my office culture doesn't allow that. So dressing etiquette does matter. Okay. I know that there has been a lot of fashion changes, over the top trending attires happening. There is something called shaded jeans. There is something called torn jeans. हम उसको फटी हुई jeans बोलते हैं. But trust me not. Whatever position you are still, I mean, even you be at a product head role or you are only at a sales executive level, your attire does affect your personality. Grooming adds to your personality. You know, that's how you make the first impression. So always try to wear neat and iron clothes. I'm not asking you to wear absolutely professional clothes like trousers, shoes, black shoes, white socks. No, I'm not asking you to do that. But even if you're wearing shoes, your shoes should be neat and tidy and clean. There should be no dark spots on your shoes. Your nails should be trimmed. You should not wear heavy jewelries. Even the perfume. Okay, this is also very important. A lot of people have the habit of using very heavy fragrances. I mean, I understand that is their preference. Please use it. But when you're coming to the office, try to use subtle fragrance. You should not try to paint someone else because when you enter a room or a cabin, that room may not be having a proper ventilation to even absorb that smell. So Try to use subtle fragments, and then you see how things react according to your fragments. Of course, you should not wear bright neon color clothes. They're like yellow color toned shirts, printed shirts. You have written some kind of taglines on your t-shirt. I mean, some people still wear it to describe themselves. There is nothing wrong in that, but your tagline should not disrespect the other person. You should remember, whatever you are wearing, whatever you're wearing, you are representing yourself. And whatever taglines you have on your t-shirts or anywhere on your bags, on your wristbands as well, it showcases what you're trying to convey to the other party. Okay. Next, I think I wanted to talk about was office etiquettes as well. Nothing much I wanted to describe on this. There is a lot of debate happening on tattoos as well. I mean, there was a time when we never used to hire people who used to have tattoo on their hands, on their ring fingers, on their wrist, or even on their ankles. Yes, we observe everything. We observe every body part of yours, that how you're sitting, how you're talking, how you're walking. We do that. Now things have changed, but I still feel there's certain section in the society still have some kind of negative image about tattoo. If you have tattoo, no, I mean there is no harm in it. You should flaunt it, but you should flaunt it in a very subtle way. Okay, if you can hide it, you can. There is no hard and fast rule for that. But so what I'm trying to convey, when you went for a tattoo on your body, you must have thought something in your mind that this is what tattoo represents me. That's what this bird represents me. This little bird which I've made on my hand just made me this. Whenever you have tattoo as well, if someone asks you question about it, as someone heard that this tattoo means this to me, and when you provide that information as well, the interviewer would feel that you are serious about you, that you have created a picture or you have created a goal for yourself. Okay, there is nothing wrong in putting tattoo. I mean, if you see Google Office as well, there are people who their whole face is also tattooed. They have colored hairs as well. There is nothing wrong in that. So don't take it in a very hard way as well, that okay, अब tattoo लग गया अब तो हटवाना ही पड़ेगा. No, that is okay. But if you can hide, you can hide as well. It is up to you. But other, if you have made it changes in your lifestyle, like putting a tattoo or colored hair, this question would be asked to you. Mind you, I have been in interviews where we have asked a candidate why his hair color has been colored into a green. He had a very impactful reason for that, and we took him as well. He has been working with us as well. So if you have a very promising answers with you, I think your appearance won't matter that much. Of course, my last pointer was avoid using slangs. Um, the communication what you used in college and what you have been using in college would be way more different and difficult for you to manage in the office, no doubt about it. But you will learn gradually. No one learns when the time he or she has been born. It takes time. Give yourself at least 15 days to get settled in the office. Though I'm giving you this least time of 15 days, try to be well prepared. Avoid using slangs like yeah, okay. Okay, you can use like, but you should use okay, sir. Maybe I would be able to do that. Try to have a longer sentence rather than a short sentence. Okay. Next, I would like to take it forward to this is something you would face today as well, tomorrow as well, and maybe in the future as well. The gentle art of saying no. Okay. There would be a lot of situations where you would be asked to do things which you don't want to do. This would come to you many times. Even today, this would this statement would be there with you, that you would be asked to do something. Maybe, you were asked to come to this seminar and you didn't want to come, but you didn't have any option to say no to me or no to sir, but you still came. So you couldn't avoid it. There would be a lot of experiences like that. So in the office scenario, what I wanted to convey, that if someone asks you, when I say someone, the someone would be maybe your manager or your colleague. Never start your answers with no. Never ever starts your um, statement with no. You should always you have that no in your mind, that you create a picture of no in your mind and create a statement with that no. Like you could say that I really wish I could help you out, but I'm afraid right now I am not available at the moment. So you are not even rude to that person, and you're not even completely saying no to that person, but that person must have understood, okay, right now it's not the right time. So there is always a way to say no to other person. The moment you say no, I cannot do it, no, I don't have the time, it looks very rude. um, it looks very unprofessional. It looks like that you don't want to put any efforts, wherein that would not be the case. Maybe you would be really occupied, you must be having some pre-planned task for you, you must be doing something else at that time. And at the same time in the office, saying no is a very difficult thing, because if you would be working with that professional for quite a long time, and you don't want to ruin the relationship between you and the managers, or you with your colleagues who are teaching you for training, or those colleagues are your friends as well, so you don't want to ruin that relationship. So never start with your statement with no, I cannot do it. uh, you can use subtle statement like, maybe this is not the right time, I can help you after some time. Or you can say like this, that give me some time, let me think over it, let me mull over it, maybe I would be able to help you out. Whenever you are using this statement as giving room to the other person, room, or and I understand that this person is not available at the moment, let me try somewhere else. So it gives you a breather as well, and you are not in a very difficult situation as well. uh, how to work on the gentle art of saying no. As mentioned earlier, I want you should not use statement first no and then create the statement. Whenever someone is asking you to do something, you set your priorities right. You should know what is your task. First, your task should be completed, then come other people. There has been a lot of time when my managers has given me his task as well because of time constraint or anything. But what I do, that I make sure that I have completed my task, because at the end of the day, what is my productivity, I need to check. I make sure that what productivity I have done. I just cannot leave the office without checking my productivity, without the tasks which I've ticked, marked or crossed. I will talk about in the next section. But I see what is my priorities, and then I work on other people's priorities. I mean, why? Because I've been paid for my own work. I've been not paid for someone else's work. So I set my priorities very straight. Again, if you want to say no to anyone, okay, have a good reason, and a reason which you believe in yourself, that okay, this is the reason I'm saying no. The reason should be in such a way that you trust yourself, that this is the reason I'm not able to do it. This is the reason I don't want to take it forward. And then you form your statement, and then you say that okay, this is why I don't want to do it, in a subtle way. My last pointer would be brief and not curt. I mean, yes, use only three liners or two liners to explain the other person no. The no word consists of only two letters. So you don't need to use a storyline or a paragraph to explain that you don't want to do it. Three liners would be very much enough for any intelligent person to understand that you don't want to do it. Okay, I have this MCQ question. I want any of you to answer this for me. Just read the questions and answer this for me. Can I have an answer for this? That's correct. The right answer is B. A lot of students have mentioned B. That's the right answer. I think my seminar is going in a good way. Everyone is taking it seriously. I have another round as well. I think, why don't you people answer me this question as well?
Madam, I think it has gone to the next slide. Yeah.
Yeah. So most of you has mentioned B, which unfortunately is the wrong answer. The right answer is C. What happens when you come to the office? There is always a reception mentioned in the office. You always provide your name and details. Automatically, the moment you mention your name and number, the information is passed to the concerned party. So that's why the right answer is continue to sit and wait. And please mind one more thing. You were there for a meeting at 10 a.m. You didn't have even the patience to sit for more than 5 minutes. And then you didn't have the patience to even sit for even 5 minutes. That's why you just enter the office and uh, confidently and introduce yourself and then remind that you have a meeting at 10 a.m. That's not the way. I mean, I have been in a meeting, we go to the meeting, we wait for at least 15 minutes as well, 10 minutes as well. If the waiting hour is quite long, what you can do, you can drop a message to the concerned party that you're waiting. But rather than going to the office and interrupting someone else, maybe that person might be in a not a good state of mind, or he might be doing something else, or he would be in a meeting. That's why he couldn't um, meet you at exactly 10 a.m. So my right answer would be continue to sit and wait, because whenever you come to an office, your information would be automatically passed on to the concerned party. It depends on the concerned party when he wants to meet you. Okay, next I wanted to go to the next slide. This is regarding self-confidence. This is about your confidence level, your self-esteem, your morale. Why it is important, I tell you. When I started working out, I even you must be going through the same thing, that you would feel that मैं ये काम कर सकती हूँ, मुझे हायर क्यों किया गया है, do I have the caliber to work on it, do I have the ability to perform this task. Everyone has those ability to work on the task. That's why you have been hired. And if you're not able to do it on today, you would be definitely able to do it the next very day. And how that would come, that is called self-confidence. So okay, let us go through this example which I've mentioned here on the screen. Imagine being on a roller coaster and having doubts about its safety features. I think there is some. How do you think the ride would be? How do you think the ride would be? What is meant to give you happiness, thrills, and wonder will change into never-ending nightmare filled with doubts amidst the uncertainty. So what they are trying to tell you is, like, if you are on a roller coaster ride and you still feel that that you would fall from there, the belt is not tight, you will faint or you will puke, you cannot enjoy the ride, then you will definitely will not enjoy the ride. You will never enjoy that ride. And this kind of ride you will have everywhere, maybe at your home, maybe at your college, maybe at your office, maybe with your friend circle as well. So you need to have that thought process or that mindset that no, I will have happiness, I will have thrills, I will evolve. The moment you will have that mindset, you will enjoy on daily basis. If you are coming to even college and office with a mindset कि आज मेरे से नहीं होगा, आज मेरा मूड खराब है, मैं ये पढ़ नहीं सकती, आई कैन नॉट रीड दिस, मैं मुझे पसंद नहीं आ रहा है ये सब्जेक्ट, मैं ये कर ही नहीं सकती, मेरे लिए नहीं बना है. Nothing is made for you, or everything is also not made for you. There's a difference between that. आप खुद चाहते हो, आप वो काम कर सकते हो. The moment you have that thought process in your mind, you would be able to do it. The moment you have self doubt or lack of confidence, no doubt about it, then you won't be able to do it. You go through biographies of any top leaders like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, or even Sundar Pichai. I mean, if you have seen Sundar Pichai's interview, I'm sure you must have. He himself told or mentioned in the interview that मेरे घर पे टीवी भी नहीं था, मेरे घर पे टेलीफोन भी नहीं था, बट स्टिल मैं आज इंजीनियर हूँ. ठीक है, तो मेरे पास वो डाउट ही नहीं था कि मैं ये काम कर नहीं सकता, मुझे पता था ये काम मुझे करना है. So whenever you are having those self doubt, understand yourself, where do you want to go, what do you want to do, आप कैसे उसको पिक्चर बना सकते हो, and how you want to take it forward. So you should have that positive mindset in you. Whenever you're joining a new company, there would be a lot of people who would come to you, they will compare you, कि अच्छा आपको तो ये नहीं आता, मेरे को आता है, मैंने ये सीखा है. Never compare yourself. You don't have to compare yourself. You are absolutely a different personality. The other person is absolutely different personality. That's why आप लोग दिखने में भी अलग हो. That's how God has created you, and you must have some ability. You would be having some ability to do something. I want everyone to read this line within themselves. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Read this again and again within yourself. A goal without a plan is just a wish. What I want to talk about is setting a goal for yourself. Okay, when I say a goal without a plan is just a wish, it means you have dreamt of something, you have a wish, but it has just remained a wish. उसके आगे कुछ हुआ ही नहीं है, तो बस आपने वो सोचा, आपने मैनिफेस्ट किया एंड उसको छोड़ दिया, right? That's not the way you should design yourself. So what I want to talk about next is this. It's called smart setting goals. Can you just see the letters? SMART. What does S mean? S means specific, M means measurable, A means achievable, R means realistic, time, T is equal to time. Okay. Now this is the acronym which we use in business schools as well. This is the acronym which we use in our business meetings as well. I have been into a lot of office meeting or board meetings, let me put it this way, board meetings where we decide our personal agenda or objectives for our financial year. Every company decides it. आपको पता ही होगा कि अप्रैल से लेके मार्च तक एक फाइनेंशियल ईयर बनता है, उसमें हमारे गोल्स क्या होते हैं, क्या बनाया जाता है. We made our objective on the basis of this acronym named as smart setting goals. Now if I tell you, smart, S means specific. So when you're creating a goal, define a goal for yourself. When I say define a goal, specify a goal, it should not mean that okay, I would be, I would become an engineer. This is just an specific goal for you. Okay. अब next आता है measurable. M. How you are going to become an engineer? I mean, what kind of stuffs or steps you would be taking to measure yourself. अब वो measure करने के लिए जैसे हम engineers क्या करते हैं, अच्छा अगर मुझे engineer बनना है तो मुझे ये course पढ़ना पड़ेगा, ये पढ़ाई करनी पड़ेगी, इतने marks लेके आने पड़ेंगे. That's how you would be able to measure your goals. Now, my third pointer is A, which is called attainable. Attainable, आप ऐसा goal बनाओ जो आपको लगता है that you would be able to achieve it. That would be realistic. अब you people are from I think BCom graduates, and if I tell you कि नहीं आपको तो engineer बनना है, I mean that doesn't make any sense. So if you are into BCom and if you are into commerce background, what all career options you have, you should have an idea about it. अगर आप सपोज बहुत से लोग जो होंगे जो सीए करना चाहते हैं, जो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बनना चाहते हैं, जो एनालिस्ट बनना चाहते हैं, create that goal for yourself and measure it accordingly. R is relevant. Ensure your goal aligns with the organization. This is why we use this acronym SMART goal setting in our board meetings or in a business meeting, because our business gives us a number that this is the number we should be able to complete it. That अगर मेरी कंपनी ने बोला है कि आपको 500 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू अर्न करना है दिस ईयर, दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच कैन बी अचीवेबल एंड दैट हैज बीन डिस्कस्ड प्रीवियसली एज वेल. तो अगर हम लोगों ने 400 करोड़ 2020 में अर्न करा है तो 2021 में वी कैन अर्न 500 CR एज वेल. So that is how it shows that कितना relevant हो सकता है हमारे लिए, हमारा objective, our plans and everything. Next is the time. Time is always money. Okay. Whatever work you are doing, it is always countable. If you're coming on 10 o'clock and leaving by 7 o'clock, आप अगर 9 hours भी, and if you are being paid, expects that you provide that services to the company as well. So I think the internet is. Mr. Shetty, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. What you can do is you can switch off your video and you can share the screen so that you can enjoy a better bandwidth, madam. That would be better.
Okay, all right, sure.
If you are okay with it, because then there won't be any discrepancy.
Any which way, Mr. Shetty, I'm just my slides is getting to be over.
Yeah, no
there
worries. Then no
yeah.
problem. Then no problem, ma'am. Yeah, please go
Okay.
ahead.
So guys, once you have your SMART goal setting, or you have understood the goal setting area, what happens next? I want everyone to guess the topic for me. I want everyone to read this topic and provide me an answer for it. What happens that when you have set your goals, set your priorities, understand what you would be doing? What is the topic next would come? Anyone has an answer for it? That's correct. I have smart kids with me. That's absolutely right. Time management. So time management, first thing, what I want to talk about is goal setting itself. That's why I have taken this topic out as smart goal setting. Once you set your priorities right, time would be automatically managed by you. You won't be struggling. As rightly mentioned by Miss Neelam, that everybody gets 24 hours in a day. Nobody has less hours, nobody gets more time. And I mean, God doesn't provide you favor on, okay, आज मैं आपको 25 hours देता हूँ या 26 hours देता हूँ. No one does that for you. You have to manage your time, but there's still people who are struggling to manage, always running towards pillar and post, trying to squeeze in. And at the end of the day, they still say that they don't have time. Okay. So that's why this time management topic is here. When you manage your time, you get three main pointers. What main pointers? Whenever you manage your time, you want to become a world class leader. or you maintain your work life balance, or you are helping in reducing your own stress, anxiety, and pressure. Oh, how to manage your time. See, right now, even if I give you a very big lecture on time management or how to manage time, you would take time to understand um, how you would be able to manage the time, because you are still kids. I still am struggling to manage my time. I have an experience of 6 years. Maybe Mr. Shetty is also having some struggle in managing his time. It takes little bit of time and course to manage that time, but if you are able to do it well, really good for you. What I have been taught in my initial years was always create a journal. When I say journal or a planning notepad, whenever I come to the office, I take a fresh page. Mind it, I always create a fresh page. I write down my date and time. I write the date. I really do write the date. And in the left hand side column, I write what day it is today. And then I take down all the tasks which I have today, or which was pending last evening as well. And I take it down, I write it down, and I analyze it, which is my priority right now. When I say which is my priority, there would be a lot of tasks which would take only 10 minutes or 15 minutes to complete, and there would be tasks which will take at least 6 7 hours to complete that task. So if what you people can do is prioritize your task. Always divide your long task or time consuming task into shorter segments. So अगर आपके पास कोई टास्क है जिसको 6 घंटे लगते हैं, उसको आप 2 2 घंटे के लिए भी डिवाइड कर दो. When you do that, you have more time and productivity to complete other works as well. If you get stuck with only one project, you think कि अच्छा ये तो बहुत important काम है, this would take a lot of time, let me finish it first, then it will never get finished. Trust me, in corporate those segments, and then you also pick a small task. What will happen with this? That you're able to complete the first task as well. The task which is has taken a lot of time, you have completed at least 1/3 of it or 10/3 of it. This will give you a relief, and this will provide you a better um, calm and composed mindset, because when you have that like अच्छा ये task रह रहा है, ये task तो मैंने किया नहीं है, that create a mental pressure on you and anxiety on you that you're not able to focus on any other work. So try to divide your work. Secondly, I have also mentioned this thing that always plan your day ahead, maybe before going to the bed. I do this. I still do it. I have my notepad in my bag. I carry a laptop bag with me every day. I have a journal and I have a noting pad, and I write it whatever I'm required for the next day. Why? Because it saves a lot of time. Because when you reach to the office to the next day, you're already have a preoccupied mindset. आज मैं late हो गई, आज मैं late आई, okay, I didn't have my breakfast, I'm not well, or something bad incidents has happened. So that keeps on running on your mind, and when that those things runs on your mind, you forget you tend to forget some of the tasks which you are supposed to do, and that might cause problem in the long run for you. At the end, what you can do is always cross off the dedicated task you have wrote or you have planned for the day. I mean, whenever you're leaving from the company, your office, like what I do, I don't take off the task which I've done already. When I reach home, I take I just take 10 minutes and 5 minutes out of my leisure time, and I take off those tasks which I've already done, and it gives me a breather that okay, I was able to complete my task. My productivity was much better than yesterday or day before yesterday. I am able to measure myself. Don't give someone else chance to measure your productivity. You should be able to measure your productivity in your own terms. Okay. Uh, This is something which I wanted to provide as an important tips. No one has given me this tips earlier, and now I think I'm sure you must be aware of this. There's a professional site called LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very informative and powerful professional site. There's a lot of difference between LinkedIn and Facebook. Please do not um, consider this as a Facebook. LinkedIn is something which represents your profile. So you can view my profile as well on LinkedIn. I'm available on LinkedIn. You can connect with me as well on LinkedIn. I will provide my LinkedIn link as well. What does LinkedIn do for you is it provides you a platform to talk to professionals. I mean, there are a lot of seminars which happens on LinkedIn. There are a lot of posts with a job which is very informative. You would be aware what is happening in the industry. You would be aware what all career opportunities you have. So I would suggest you do till the time even you start working out or not, try to maintain your LinkedIn profile, because when I start to scan someone's resume, I see whether that person has created a LinkedIn profile or not, because LinkedIn is considered a very professional site, and we see what kind of KRAs you used to have, or what kind of projects you have taken, where from where you have studied. We always go through the LinkedIn professional site. I mean, this has been started in India for quite a long time, but LinkedIn has been used all over the world. You take any country, the first thing they would see is your LinkedIn profile. Okay. Uh, Second pointer I want to talk about is like always be quick on mail. Uh, it should never happen that the third person should come to you and tell you that I have sent you a mail, I haven't received that revert on you. That should not happen. That should not never happen with you. Whenever you come to the office, check your mailer. Mailers are the first thing you should check, even before having a cup of coffee. Check your mail, tick off the mails which you have already read, revert on the mail which are pending, and then start your day, and then you plan your day. Uh, Third, I know this everyone would be aware about. It's called always read newspaper. This you would hear from me today, tomorrow, and maybe in the future. Maybe even if we meet somewhere, I will always tell, because it has humongous, humongous benefits when you read newspaper. Because when you be in a professional environment, you meet a lot of people. Okay, and it is a very positive image that you provide, and insider what is happening in the country, what would happen in the future. You talk about it. It provides a picture that you are very an informative guy. And I would like to talk to people who's very informative rather than talking about gossips. Uh, Third pointer should be there should be continuous learning. Why I want to put an emphasis on this. There's been a lot of online courses happening, and when I was studying, there was not much of the courses available. I didn't have the opportunity to study further. But now things have been changing, and I won't say providing going through a certification course will give you humongous career opportunity. It does add value to the table, but when you do a certification course,
क्या
people like
बोला मैं आपको स्टॉप लाइफ कब नहीं नहीं सॉरी सॉरी
Okay, so I just wanted to add the last line that try to do a lot of certification courses. You can go through Udemy, you can go through Great Learning. I mean, why, if you do such kind of courses, it would add value to your resumes, because when I go to your resume, I see what kind of efforts you have put to build yourself. Only doing a graduation course or only doing an MBA will not add anything to you, because now things have been changing. We are looking at people who have been evolving every single day, who want to learn something new, who have the passion to do something. So try to learn every single day. Take out that half an hour or 1 hour within yourself, and do learn something. Even, why what you people can do. Um, take a course from Udemy or LinkedIn course. Even LinkedIn provide a lot of courses on their professional site. Try how to use MS Excel. Try to learn how to write even a mail. Try to take course on how to create an PPT as well, PowerPoint presentation as well. It really does help. Okay, this is what I wanted to explain. I don't have anything else right now, guys. Thank you so much for investing your time with me. If there is any question, please do let me know.
Uh, Pooja, can we have some questions? I think we have a round of questions now.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone.
Pooja, sorry to interrupt. Before that, Shikha madam, it's a kind
Yes,
request to you.
sure.
Could you please make Lala Lajpatrai College the host again? Because I think Jyoti madam has put you as host wrongly. So if you could please, it's my request. If you could make Lala Lajpatrai College. Jyoti, am I right? Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I have done that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, madam. Thank you. Thank you. Over to you, Pooja. Sorry for the interruption. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. Moving ahead with the Q&A session, I would like to put forward few questions raised up by our participants. The first question is, which qualities are essential to adapt to the changing patterns of virtual connect and working under corporates?
Qualities, say it keeps on changing on day-to-day basis. Try to be yourself. Try to be clear and concise what kind of statements you would be using. Um, Try to be quite informative and providing a very positive environment to the other personalities as well. And why I'm talking about this, when I had a meeting with someone. He was a fresher who came for a meeting. All the time his meeting was like this. He was not maintaining any eye contact with me. He was scared, but whatever he was talking, he was able to explain it. But just because of his not maintaining the eye contact, we had to let him go. But we again gave him an opportunity to come for a second round of meeting. We gave him this feedback, and he was able to provide us a better picture about himself. So eye contact, positive posture, keeping a smile on your face. It would see you would not know everything. I mean, not everyone knows everything. It takes time to know everything and everything. So have a positive image, have a smile on your face, maintain that eye contact, maintain that posture from your side, and maybe you will good to go. What is the next question I'm having?
Thank you, ma'am. Next question is the word stress, trauma, hypertension closely related to the world of corporates when we talk about working in one as freshers?
See, I don't want to put you people in dark. It does. It does. I'm not, I won't deny this, but it actually depends how you want to fight with this word called stress. Because I think even in your college, you people would be going through a stress कि यार आज पेपर आ गया है, आज मैं assignment submit करना है, आज ये वाली class attend करनी है. That is also called stress, and somehow you people are dealing with that as well. You will have the similar kind of or at a higher volume of stress in the office, but believe me or not, just focus on yourself and your work. You can sail through it. I mean, if you start focusing on, okay, आज मुझे ये भी करना है, वो भी करना है, and this person is talking about me, that person is talking about me, I may not be able to do it. So stress बढ़ता ही जाएगा. It won't reduce, and no one would be able to control that stress for you. It is you who can manage the stress. Not even me, not even your school or college or your office.
Thank you, ma'am. There are a few questions in a chat box. I would like to take that. The question is from Titiksha.
I am somehow not able to view the chat box.
Yeah, the question is from Titiksha. Ma'am, you talked about having colored hairs and tattoo being acceptable if one has promising justifications. Could you
Yes.
please give examples of promising reasons?
Okay, I can. There was there was a candidate who came to me for a meeting of content managers. Okay, what does a content guys do? They create content for our websites. Whatever you read on the website is created by them. When I met this candidate, she was having tattoos here on the wrist, and there were few birds made on it. Very beautiful. I like birds. They were birds. There were small stars on it. I asked her what is why you have this tattoo on your wrist. She said, birds means freedom to me. Star means enlightenment towards me. Uh, the birds provide me a freedom of speech that no one should be tied, no one should be restricted towards anything. This is the answer she gave me, and when such kind of answers she explained me, I thought that kind of person I should be there in my culture, because I don't want anyone to work in a culture where they are restricted. They have boundaries where they can't think, they can't talk, they can't explain about themselves. That kind of culture I could not follow. That is difficult for me as well to work where I don't have the freedom to explain myself. What else? Is that was enough for
Thank you,
you?
ma'am. I hope Titiksha is satisfied with the answer.
I mean, that's what I was trying to explain earlier as well. If you have tattoo, if you went for a tattoo session as well, you must have thought something about that tattoo. That okay, this is why I wanted to have this tattoo on my body, on this color or that picture, this picture. You might have something thought process in your mind. When you have that thought process, play that thought process in the interview process as well.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. As we are running out of time, I would like to take a last question for the session.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, what is the appropriate manner in conducting relationship with co-workers in corporate?
You should not be too friendly in the office premises. It should not be it is an inside talk I'm telling you. Other person would be having some other thought process about it. You should not have an inside talk. Sorry, you should not have a too friendly chat so on your office premises. If you want to continue your your conversation, your communication, I have mentioned earlier. There's a certain um, area in the office where you can chat, you can talk about it. Take out 15-10 minutes in your office area, in your office uh, timings. Just take out that 15 minutes, talk about it, and then you can continue with your work. um, the manners, what I wanted to talk about is, like, you cannot just come to the someone's cubicle and workstation and pat on their back and they say, or bhai, or kya ho, hal chal hai. You should understand the third person is sitting there, though he or she is not responding to you or is not looking at you, but he is judging you on that similar basis. So have a very professional and soft and subtle way of talking to each other. No matter how much best friends you are, you have been knowing each other since the age you have been born. That doesn't matter to anyone, but you would be judged on that basis as well. I wanted to,
Thank you so much.
sorry, there is a question from Riya Dil Fakir, if I'm not wrong. Riya. Riya has questioned us that having certificates in your resume give us advantage in getting good impression in interview. It does. It does. As mentioned earlier as well, it does. Why? Because it showcases that you have put efforts on yourself, on building your personality, on gaining a lot of knowledge. Right now, today's environment is industry is looking for people who want to learn more, who has created who want to learn more, who want to do something in your life. When you put certificates in your resume as well, it shows that you're passionate about yourself. I won't say that it would guarantee you a job. I won't say that, because a certificate course and graduation course and MBA degree has way different curriculums, but it can. Okay, Swati has also has questioned me. And am I need to answer these questions?
Ma'am, if time permits, no problem.
I have the
Because
time. I mean, I'm really glad students are asking me this question.
yes, no worries, ma'am. I
Okay.
think she has posted to tell me about yourself, how to answer this question. That is what she's
This is
trying
the
to.
most simple question, Swati. There is nothing hard and fast you need to answer. The moment someone asks you, tell me about yourself, you will start from your education background. Right now, since you are just a fresher, uh, you will tell about from where have you done your graduation, where have you done your education, or where have you settled, where have you living, what does your father do, what does your mother do. Um, then you can talk about what excites you, what is your interest level. When I say interest level, this should realign with your interview process itself. So if you came for an interview for a data analyst role, you will talk about that. Okay, I'm interested in numbers. Numbers excites me. That's why I wanted to apply for this position. It's a very simple. Just be yourself. As a fresher, we don't expect you to explain a story about anything. It's just a 3 4 liners, but be confident when you are talking about it. I would suggest, I still do this even before this presentation. I went through the presentation. I was designing how I will talk about it, how I will present my presentation to you. So I have spent that 20 30 minutes on my presentation itself to explain you what I have done. So you also spend like 15 minutes on yourself, that what you are. They will also ask you what your strength and qualities, work on that as well. Your education background, your family life as well. Talk about that and you would be good to go. Okay, Sanjoy Pavasakar has asked me, mm, okay, why do you want to work at this company? Okay. Even I prepare for this question if I go for an interview every time, and every time I create new answers for it, because sometimes I get bored with my last interviews for answers. I will just give you 3 liners. When you why do you want to work this with this company? Uh, when someone asks me, I have 3 questions, 3 pointers for me. When I go for a company's interview, I see is that company is evolving, if the company has growth perspective. I go to the company website, I see the leadership team there. So when I go for interview, I tell them that look, I want to be associated with a company which is evolving, which is growing. Okay, because I myself consider as a personality who wants to evolve and grow. So if I have the personality, I am matching with your company's vision and mission. That's why I would like to work with a company like you. You can add also that you have seen the growth trajectory, how the company has grown, how the leaders have been working here. There's been so many people who have been working for 4 5 years, and if someone has spent 4 5 years in a company, that company has something to offer you. So you can add those lines as well, that there have been people who have been working for quite a long time. There must be something value addition to my own personality as well. That's why I would like to work with your company. Next question is, ma'am, is internship considered as as an experience? And um, I have 2 answers for that. Internship, it is considered as an experience when it is related to the job openings you have applied for. So when I was working as an HR professional, and I started working as I was also hiring for my own company at that time, and I looked for people who have done internship as well in the HR department. What happens when you do internship? A lot of things would be taught to you while you are doing internship with a company, and that saves a lot of time for people like us, for people like the HR who doesn't have to provide or put a lot of investment on training you, that what kind of how to write a mail, how to come to the office, dress etiquette. So you already learned that in the internship period, and you have a smoother transition while joining a proper permanent job. So I would consider an internship as an experience.
I think there is one more question and then we can wind up.
Sure, sure.
Where you see after 5 years? Because this is one of the questions that is very famous, it seems.
It is so famous, Mr. Shetty, and to be very honest, nobody has the right answers for it. Let me tell you, nobody has the right answer. Even if you ask me to tell this answer, I won't be able to, because what I was 5 years back, I'm not the same personality today. There has been a lot of changes in my personality. What I thought about 5 years back, it's not similar. There has been a lot of changes. But Dheeraj, when you ask this question, where you see after 5 years, uh, what you can answer is that you try to evaluate yourself, that what you were 5 years back, how much immature you were, how much knowledgeable you were, how much passion you had. Okay, you use such measurable points with yourself, and then you tell that person that this is what I have been 5 years back. Now I have become this. Now I have plans to become into a leadership role. I want to manage a team. I want to create something. I have plans to go to US, become a leader, or you can even pinpoint that I have been associated with an NGO. I want to help an NGO. I have been associated with an NGO as well. I am helping poor kids for their education purpose. So there are a lot of things which you can answer. Now, if you go to a professional environment after 5 years, what you will do, there will be a lot of changes. You cannot answer that. But having an idea about it would work for you. What challenges do you see impacting the industry? So, ma'am, how to tackle this question? Challenges every day, Fatima. I mean, we never thought uh, that we would be sitting at home and doing this webinar. Maybe, I would have come to your college and given this seminar. I would have really, Mr. Shetty, let's have that session as well. But if time permits, we will. Um, but Fatima, challenges are, happening daily. That's why I'm saying read every day, take up new things, do a lot of certification course, because that would add value to your table. What happens 3 to 4 years back, there was nothing called Google Forms. Okay, now every company is using Google Forms, and it is very easy to create. It's not a rocket science. So things are changing. Try to pick up things what is happening in the industry. That's why I told you to visit LinkedIn, how people are talking about it. um, what kind of new things would be coming in the industry. Try to see what is happening in the industry. Go to the LinkedIn website, create your own professional account, connect with people on LinkedIn. Ask questions with them as a on your, if you want to become a CA, what is the next step, where I should study. So there are a lot of things you can do. So challenges are happening every single day. No one thought we'll sit in at home, do online call or online. Every now what is happening, every offices have asked us to work from home till 2023 or till lifetime, whenever you're working with us. So things have been changing. Try to evolve yourself on daily basis. You see yourself that what are you doing on daily basis? Are you learning anything new? Any new language have you learned? Any new word have you learned? So try to evolve yourself. I mean, then you would be able to face the challenges. Thank you so much, Adil, for this. Anything else we have?
I think all the questions are answered appropriately.
Sure, sure.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving your honest opinions and sharing your valuable insights with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I would
Thank you.
request Samyukta to kindly take over the session. Over to you, Samyukta.
I now request Rahul Shetty sir to kindly propose a vote of thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Samyukta. I think I'm the closing batsman now. Thank you. Very good afternoon once again to respected Principal Dr. Neelam Arora, Vice Principals, my faculty participants and student attendees. Resource person for today's technical session, Ms. Shikha Raju Madam, and my dear student volunteers. It is indeed my honor and privilege to propose a formal vote of thanks for an online 2-day skill development workshop organized by Entrepreneurship Development Cell under the aegis of Internal Quality Assurance Cell in collaboration with AIESEC Mumbai. As it is rightly said, the root of joy is gratefulness. On this note, I would like to thank our resource person for today's session, Ms. Shikha Raju Madam, for sharing real life examples and making this session of corporate professionalism truly interactive. I was very much shocked to see that students are still interacting, because I was a little apprehensive whether students are going to stay back for so long or no, but yet, yes, they are. It certifies itself that the session has gone fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Madam, your lucid explanation highlighting the actual scenario in the corporate world has thrown light on the minutest of the details, I would say. Then it could be telephone etiquettes, business etiquettes, email, or cubicle etiquettes. I have been telling this to students. In fact, the point that you rightly mentioned about having a LinkedIn account, I always tell this in my business communication classes for the first year, where I instill students to have a LinkedIn account, but they are so reluctant. But now I feel that when third person has engaged an interactive session with them, they would surely do it. I'm sure we all have assimilated a lot of takeaways from this 2-day workshop, focusing on toning our skills and facing the changing business environment.
Agreed.
At the outset, I would like to place on record the active participation of 35 colleges across Maharashtra and states like Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh for being with us on this virtual platform. I owe my immense sense of gratitude to AIESEC Mumbai and the coordinating team, mainly Mr. Parth and Janvi, and I think Amay has also joined us from the AIESEC team. Thank you so much, everyone, who have been truly instrumental in getting the workshop placed well. I would also like to thank our principal, Dr. Neelam Arora, for always motivating us to take on such assignments and work for the students' welfare. Our IQAC squad, headed by Dr. Vinay Pandit, for always being our support. My faculty colleagues, Professor Nimesh, Ms. Vishakha, and Ms. Jyoti, for their wholehearted support. Last but not the least, my warriors, my volunteers, who have been working relentlessly for this workshop. Thank you to the entire core team and my class representatives for rendering every help required. Thank you once again, everyone. Before we wind up quickly, I would like to mention two things. The feedback link is active on the chat box. Okay, so I request every participant to kindly fill in the feedback so that we get the feedback for both the days. Also, I hope it is clearly noted that we would be having a skill test, okay, post this workshop. So there would be a list of, I think, 20 questions that would be asked to you, and there would be a time gap of 1 hour that would be allotted. So possibly, Amay, I think we can start from 1:30. Is that okay, Amay?
Yes, sir, sure.
Yeah, from 1:30 to 2:30, the link will be active. So I request all the student attendees and the faculty attendees to kindly complete the skill test. The maximum, I think the bar that is there is 60% marks that you need to get secure so that you qualify for the certificate of merit. Okay, I hope it is very clear to everybody, but I request everybody to kindly take this skill test and also fill in the feedback form so that we get our appraisal. Okay, thank you so much. I now request everybody to kindly switch on their videos so that we can have a group snap together. Memories. Yeah, thank you.
Shikha ma'am, I request you to stop sharing the slides so that we can have all the pictures together.
I will do that.
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
think I did that. Yes, yes. Okay. Samyukta, do you want me to do something? Because Jyoti has made me the host now. So gallery view वगैरह कुछ करना है तो मैं करूँ.
I'll take the pictures just a second.
I request everybody to kindly switch on their videos. I think Parth is also there with us. Parth, we want you on the video screen, please.
Sir, is Leela ma'am there?
I think she's not there. She must have exited for time being because she is in college. One second, I'll just ring her up. Give me 1 minute, huh? Till then, everybody in pose probably. I hope you all enjoyed the session for both the days. Participating colleges, are you all there? Can we have a quick yes or a thumbs up on the chat box? Because that's makes our day. Are you all satisfied? Great, 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 great. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think ma'am is busy.
Okay, sir.
1 second. I'll call her on another number. Ma'am is busy. Samyukta, you can take the photo.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, got it. Thank you, everyone. For this.
Thank you so much.
Cheese to the happy
Anything else
faces.
from my
Oh
side,
my
Mr.
God.
Shruti?
Thank you. Are we done, Samyukta? Can we?
Yeah, yes, sir, we're done.
Great. Thank you so
Yes.
much for your time,
Okay.
Mr.
Thank you.
Shruti.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much for inviting me
Thank
again
you so
today.
much, Raju
Uh,
madam. Thank you. Thank you so much.
thank
I hope everybody has taken a note. Thank you,
voices.
Parth. Thank you, Parth. Thank you, Parth, for being with us. Thank you. Janvi is there. Janvi, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. I think the link is rolled on the chat box. Samyukta, have we rolled the link? Yeah. Okay. Feedback link भेज
Yes, sir.
दीजिएगा. And Amay, we can put the test link on the WhatsApp group at 1:30. Okay, so that everybody takes the test. 1:30 को कर देंगे.
Yes, sir, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be posted on the WhatsApp group. Ankita, it will be posted on the WhatsApp group. Thank you, Adil. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sharp 1:30, we will post the test link so that you all can take the test for another hour. Thank you, Dheeraj. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you all can leave. You all can take a 10-minute break quickly and then complete your test quickly. Okay. You all can exit. You all can exit, students. You all can take a 10-minute break and then get back to the test because test is more important for the certificate. Yeah.